Hi guys, how's the social distancing coming? Alright, so I do feel a little bit lucky because where I live we have a ton of parks, so it is a bit easy to drive to a bigger park and find an isolated space where you can social distance like you're supposed to. But I know that that's not the case for everybody, so I am going to take advantage. So I have been saving the past 3 months worth of Brilliant Portkeys so that I can show you guys those different places, those different locations. So I have the one from the Darkest of Times event in January, and then I also have one from the Love Lost event in February, and of course I have one from the current Circus Calamitous event here in March. Alright, so first let me find Dumbledore's office. I'm back in Dumbledore's office. I think that was just about everything in Dumbledore's office. I really liked the touch of the sorting hat being in there, of course, and the pensive and just like all the things, because I've been in Dumbledore's office at Universal Studios, so I've got a pretty good idea of what it's supposed to look like. At least I like to think I do. So yeah, that very on point, very much felt like I was able to immerse myself even more than I can when I go to Universal Studios. So that was super exciting. Now I'm going to go into Madame Puttyfoot's. Now, if you don't remember who Madame Puttyfoot is, she had a little tea shop down in Hogsmeade, and when Harry went on a date with Cho Chang, this is where they went, and he was just so uncomfortable the entire time because there were tons of other couples around them already just making out and in very close proximity, and he described the whole room as just very warm already. So, you know, as somebody that's not really experienced in the dating realm, I'm sure he was, you know, very uncomfortable. At least that's how it was described to us. So if you haven't read the books, that is what Madame Puttyfoot's is, and that's what this room is that we're about to explore. That location has to be like one of the cutest. I just love all the little teapots and just, it really does give you a feeling of what Harry was describing with how close and squeezed and cramped up everything was. Because yeah, that did not look like they had any room. Now this last one is the current Brilliant event that we're in, and you might be wondering, where did this location come from? If you have not seen Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald, then you won't be familiar with this location. Now, it's not in a huge part of the movie, so even if you might have taken a bathroom break at the wrong time, you also might have missed it. But basically, this is one of the main locations that events kind of take down in Crimes of Grindelwald. And that's what all the different creatures that we are interacting with now are. So the Kappa and the Zawu from the last event that's back this one, and Nagini, which I kind of wish that she had turned into her human form like she is in Crimes of Grindelwald, but maybe she will eventually. Maybe we'll get human Nagini at some point. That moon was so cool! If you're wondering why there were buildings everywhere, it's because the circus happened magically hidden in downtown Paris. So Paris, France, you know, the one and only. I mean, there are other Parises, but Paris, France is where the circus where the initial circus happened. And on that note, if you have not seen Crimes of Grindelwald, I highly recommend it. I know it didn't have the most positive reviews, but personally it was amazing, and I especially loved the ending. Alright, so that is it for all the Portkeys. Now I'm going to jump into a few different personal and channel updates. So I'm sure you guys have noticed my schedule has been all over the place, and especially with what's going on right now, but also because I did get like really sick a few weeks ago. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Part of me does think that maybe I had the coronavirus, but I don't know. I'm being extra careful just in case, and I've been socially distancing ever since that, just in case. But yeah, I was really sick for a hot minute there. I was actually miserable through the entire, which day was that for Community Day? It was the last Community Day that we had, the one that we had in February, and I was just miserable through the entire thing. I did push through because it was one of those, like, oh my gosh, it's a Horned Serpent event. We don't get Horned Serpents here, so I've got to do it. And I did, and I managed to actually prestige all the way to gold, and I finished the Horned Serpent for the gold page, so whew, what a relief with that. But ultimately, yeah, I was just very sick and really unable to do anything. And then all of this happened, and to be honest, a lot of days I really want to come outside and record, and my current camera cannot handle the wind in my state. I live in a very noisy and windy state, and my camera picks up that wind so easily, and it's so frustrating to me. I'll just open up the weather app and look and know that I can't do anything about it. But we are working on that issue, and hopefully in the next few months, at least by Christmas, I'm going to replace this camera and I'm going to get one that I can attach a proper mic to. But in the meantime, I am going to do my best and still try. I'm even going to still try on windy days. Just like yesterday, I tried 4 different times. The weather app would tell me that it was one thing and I'd arrive and it would have changed literally within that 30 minutes. It was very frustrating. But I'm going to try. I really want to be more consistent. I don't like how inconsistent I am. I know that frustrates a lot of you guys. However, with updates, the updates for this game are so much different than what I was anticipating. For Pokemon Go, they don't really get all of these like last minute updates or changes to things a few hours later like we do in this game, which I do appreciate always all the different updates. They are amazingly helpful. But as a content creator who does not want to be a slave to YouTube, I can't constantly be recording and editing and uploading videos without a consistent schedule. It does not work for my mentality. So I've made the very important decision that I'm going to do updates on Instagram stories to be specific. As I said, we get tons and tons of updates for Wizards Unite constantly and multiple times throughout the week. So I believe that if you guys go and follow me on Instagram stories, I'll be able to just constantly update that. Anytime something changes, I can update the story and let you know like in a split second really. If I'm playing the event and I come up with tips to play and there's only so much time left, or I know I don't have time to edit and upload a video, I can just do a quick little video on Instagram stories and let you guys know. So it'll be a huge time saver for me, and I hope it'll help you guys out, because then you won't have to necessarily commit to even watching a whole YouTube video. A lot of times I will post like text updates on Instagram stories. That's what I've been doing so far. So even if you're just at work and you can't turn the volume on, you can open up Instagram stories and read my little update and be caught up and know exactly what's going on. So I feel like this will be beneficial for all of us. Those of you that follow me on Twitter, it'll be pretty much the same thing, but you'll get to see my face a little bit more on Instagram. My Instagram and Twitter are both at Gita Lovegood. I'm also posting onto Facebook, so if you're only on Facebook, everything that I post onto my Instagram stories will also post onto my Facebook page stories. So if you go like my Facebook page, then you'll get all of those updates on Facebook, and if you don't have Instagram, you won't have to download a new app just to get my updates. You'll be able to get them on Facebook. I know I just said Facebook a lot. I'm out of practice of recording, okay? Don't harp on me. I'm trying to tone this chatterbox down, okay? I've also been in lockdown and not talking to anybody for so long. Yeah, things are hard. But we can all get through this. Alright, that's it for this video. I am going to record another quick video, probably in the same location, so don't be thrown off by that. Alright, until next time, you guys know what to do. Make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Nox.